All right, here we go. Check engine light off. As you can see, no more check engine light. All right, and it's smog now and registered. And I just wanted to show people it's running with the, well, I'll probably just leave it running. Wait, what? No, we're gonna save that gas. Even though we're at the gas station. I'm just cleaning the windows and making a video. I'm not actually getting gas here. Shout out to Shell though. They got that air, they got that water. The water not much soap in it, but I guess I can't complain. All right, so yes, here we go. Mike, I'm out here. What's up with everyone? The Camry is smogged and registered, all legal now. So that's what we're looking at. I changed that right there, the module, and that wasn't what the problem was with the P0401, I think it was. I'll put it in it'll be in the title. It would have been that, it could have been that, it could have been some of these lines, it could have been the EGR, it could be some plugged throttle body action, or it could be this, the VSV, valve switching something. I should know. Anyway, VSV is on the back, a real pain to get to. You got to take off the tire, and it's only one 12mm holding it on, but it's like, it's a reach, you know what I'm saying? You got to jack it up, take the tire off there, and reach in there. I couldn't even show it getting removed because, you know, it was just like, it was more like a play-by-play than actual visual. So the bracket is what was down there. I put it on the front. As you can see, I use my own bolt with a nut in between. You could use some washers maybe. I would have liked to have had that sitting straight, but this is the best angle I could get it at. The reason I put it here is because I was trying to diagnose what was wrong with the car, and I didn't want to have to change it or mess with it again. Also, for convenience, if ever having to change it in the future, it was just inconvenient to put back on, is basically what it was. It was hard to reach in there to get there, and these lines were really stuck on. These are new lines that I got on here now. They had longer lines before that went down and like through a holder. But yeah, so I replaced this. I put this up here because it was just gonna be a pain to put it back normally. And then when it came to smog, I just figured some Toyotas come with this part right here. They're all over the place. You could hide it better if you wanted to, if you were worried about not passing a visual. I wasn't worried just because, just not seeing that, you know what I'm saying? You could also throw it down the back if you wanted to, which was I was going to do. Like if you were thinking you're gonna have a problem with passing smog, you could just throw it back down there. No one's even checking, and then just do what you want to do later. The one thing that was kind of difficult, not difficult, but yeah, a little bit difficult, was getting this electrical connection to reach. And so it just took some maneuvering. Like if you could undo, you gotta do it when it's cold, but if you could undo like the electrical tape, that could help. I was kind of just like pulling on it. I shouldn't have been, but I was just like, it needed to stretch just barely a little bit more. So you can kind of see how I got it routed. Maybe you can see it's not hitting anything that's getting hot. It's actually in a better position, I think, than it was before. I think there's some like RAV4s and other models of Toyotas that have this sitting here. So yeah, a lot of people were wondering. It wasn't this, it was this. It was definitely this. And so yeah, this line goes right to here, and this line goes to the back. and then you got this electrical connection. Now if I was going to skip that part, which I would maybe do it, if I was going to do it again, you would maybe not even have to take the old one off if you just ran new. Well, to get this thing off is a little bit difficult. You might have to get in there. That was like the hardest part of it, was getting to it and then putting this up. So yeah, it looks pretty decent sitting there like that. So it could only maybe, I don't even know if it would not pass visual for that, because it looks like it belongs there kind of. And like I said, you could do an even better job of hiding it. So yeah, I just don't think most technicians are going to notice that, because it's there and it works, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where that line goes to there. That line goes to there. So another problem I had was the lines had like popped off. They didn't want to come off, and then when I pulled it off, like they all came apart. And it was like a 3-piece line, because it was like rubber to like plastic to rubber to like plastic to another rubber, because it was just like, I don't even know. And then I was thinking, oh man, I'm not even gonna get these back on, because it was like a one-handed job. Maybe if I had of jacked it up and got underneath it and got somewhere where I could use both of my hands, I could have got something going, but it wasn't looking like I was gonna be able to get that going. So yeah, you could probably, I don't know if you could get this connection off though. A person that's like a mechanic like me would think like, oh yeah, I could get in there somehow. But it's just like, nah, there's no type of vision on there. I think you could turn the wheel all the way. Maybe if you had like some super strong arms, you could reach up in there and disconnect it. That might be a possibility. You could maybe, yeah, I don't know, turn the wheel all the way. Like if you're just trying to be ultra cheap, but yeah, or ultra, whatever you want to say. Not cheap, but if you want to do as little as possible, you might be able to turn the wheel all the way, disconnect that electrical connection. And then if you were just gonna say, forget the bracket, you could order a new one of these, hook it up somewhere, hook some new lines up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You could zip tie it and let it dangle somewhere. In California, you know, you might wanna, I don't know, don't go to like a, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell people what to do. It's like, it should be smog legal. I think it is smog legal. Like, you could just take it somewhere that does smog and they'll probably just smog it and won't even think twice, because there's so many models of cars and Toyotas and stuff. And some of them have this on the front. So I don't know why Camry, I don't know why it's back there. But, yeah, so that's where like California, I know people are like, I was thinking, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna have to take a chance with it. It was, you know, so it passed smog. It's there, it's supposed to be there. Who really knows where it's supposed to be? A 98 might have had it on the back and a 99 might have had it on the front. I don't really know. I didn't really look into it too much. I kind of just, the check engine light's off and it passes and it runs great. So there's that. So yeah, if you're in another state, definitely California's got like this, you know, I just like scarred for life living in California from a lot of reasons, but that's one of them right there, is like smog. Like you're like, can I even like touch this and move that to that? And I don't even know. I don't want to know, you know what I'm saying? All I want to know is like my car is smogged, give me my registration, get my tags, and get these fools off my back, right? So yeah, if you're in another state, I would definitely relocate it to the front. The only problem is going to be like getting it off and like stretching this wire. But we're seeing how it's going. You could, I didn't want to cut it and extend it. I just made it work. If you're dedicated to it, you can. I wasn't even, I kind of did it like while I was like half asleep too. So I was like pulling on the wire. But it was really a reroute issue, because I had pulled it off here, you know what I'm saying? But it was really a reroute issue. I think I went the wrong way. Like I figured out how to get it to go to give me the longest, but I couldn't turn it like straight, you know what I'm saying? Because it didn't have that much in it. but it's in a loom, so if you could somehow get back there and loosen it up, you could get more on it. Or you could do an extension somehow if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You could really do it. You could really do it more stealth than I did. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, there's like a million cars pulling up here, so let me get up out of here since I'm not even getting gas. I'm just making a YouTube video. Mike, I'm out here. That's how I do it. Like a million cars just came. You must be buying lottery tickets or something. I know if it wasn't there, like this fool doesn't ever get gas here. You're right, I don't, because it costs so much. Why would I? All right, anyway, that's the story of the Camry. Bought it with the check engine light on. I was like, you know what? Give me any vehicle that's not that Acura MDX and I will get it running and registered and Smog. And I did. Yes. All right, so that's the story. Anyway, check engine light. Oh, check engine light off. Can the people see it? I don't know if they can. Check engine light off, and that's it. It was that VSV. Other people said it, and I'm agreeing with it. I mean, it could be that VSV, it could be that module, it could be EGR, it could be a blocked port, it could be a vacuum line. You want to just investigate. The first thing I would do is just investigate it, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, there it is, check engine light off, and we'll be back with the next one. All right.